Hello, my name is Michelle and welcome to my classroom. Thank you so much to all of my subscribers. Thank you for joining me on my ESL journey. In this video, I will share with you how I define and how I use simple language in my class. Simple language is a phrase we hear often in the ESL community, but what is simple language? Simple language is language that is easily understood. Oftentimes, when we use simple language, we slow down the speaking pace of our words without sounding condescending. So, in all of the research that I've done of wanting to be an effective ESL teacher, I've learned that being repetitive is very important. So, now that I've been using simple language in the 8-month duration of my journey, I find that using simple language has become common practice for me. So I want to share with you how I use simple language in 4 ways. I will share with you how I use simple language in a greeting, with praise, with instruction, and with questioning. So as I've said, I find that being repetitive is very important and very effective. So I greet all of my students in the same way. I simply greet them by name, hello Eric, and I follow with 3 more words. How are you? Again, I keep my greetings very simple, making certain not to overwhelm my students with unnecessary words. As far as praise, my praise typically consists of 2 words. Great job. I have 2 live classes here on my channel. You can check them out. And I had a student who was doing really well with reading and listening. And I simply said to her, great reading, great listening, great job. Again, I keep my greetings and my praises very simple, making certain not to overwhelm my students with a lot of unnecessary words. As far as questions and instruction, I've developed a 10-word rule for myself. I personally don't like to present my students with any more than 10 words at a time, and I like to make certain that I'm slowing down my speaking pace whenever I have instruction or questions. So here's an example. When I need my student to listen as I read, I'll give them instruction as such. I will read and you will listen. Again, I slowed down my speaking pace without sounding condescending, and I stayed within my 10-word rule. As far as questioning, when I have something that I need to ask my student or have them read something, I'll say to my student, can you read the sentence? Again, I've slowed down the speaking pace of my words as well as stayed under my 10-word rule. And that is how I use simple language in my classroom. I do hope you found this content to be helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Happy teaching!